What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for this really quick video, and today we'll be having a review, or I would say a retest, for your interior defense. It's been half a year since the last time I made a video about this, and I'm pretty sure that some of you guys haven't watched the first one yet, so why not make a retest? So with this one, I'll show you guys how interior defense actually works, and there will be parts here that I will retest some stuff, and let you guys know if there's a change. So now let's get right into it. So after playing around with interior defense, here are the things that I found out. First one, it affects your post-up defense, and that includes the actual backing down action and special moves like drop steps. And here you can see, 99 interior defense can't be moved by Ingram, but the 25 interior defense, even Zion is bigger, and obviously have more strength than BI, but since you only have 25 interior defense, to some extent, BI can push through for a bit. Next one, it affects your hands up and jump contest coverage. And for the test, to find out the sweet spot, I'll be doing this sequence here in lots of repetitions, and I'll take note of the challenge and get the average and put it on the chart. So for the first batch of test, I tested for minimum, midpoint, and maximum, and you can notice here that from minimum to midpoint, the boost is not much, then as you move past midpoint, it starts to build up. And by the way, for those of you who are wondering why I always go for extremes, like for example, I'll go for minimum, midpoint, and maximum first, that is to get the bigger picture first. Then on the next batch of test, that's the part I'll zoom in on the particular part which is mostly used. So in terms of interior defense, this part here is mostly used, right? So this is the one that I'll be testing again and test more samples. So for the next part, same test for this one, but with more inputs, and you can see here that it is kind of linear. I can see some small drop though, but it's not too steep. So there's no sweet spot. So I can declare now that if you want to double down on your paint defense, don't hold back on putting more. It's not like your pass accuracy rating that at some point boost will start to drop on a steep curve. Now, those stats are from season 1, and now I had a quick retest for this season 5. And in here you can see, the curve is still like that. There's not much from minimum to midpoint, but past midpoint it starts to build up, and around midpoint to max, the boost gets linear. So in terms of interior contest, interior defense is still the same. Now I might say, Choots, I felt that something has changed. Well, maybe you're correct, but it's not going to be your interior defense. Maybe dunking or some packages were patched, but in terms of how interior defense stat works, it's still the same. So before we go to the next part, just want to invite you guys to like the video if liking so far. And if you're new here, I'm Choots and I do lots of detailed badge and stat testings. First week, I'm going to do stuff like, speed with ball, strength, acceleration, vert, and all the stuff you need to know on the first week before you finalize your build. And I'm doing this thing full time, so expect a lot of videos coming your way. Trust me, subscribing to this channel will be one of your best investment this year. So now going back in terms of defense on dunk meter, it doesn't shrink the ball handler's dunk meter green window. Last year, based on my test, the lower interior defense you have, the bigger green window of the dunker. But this year, based on my test, in here I tested for 25 and 99 interior defense, and if I do dunks on the same spot, it's hard to see any difference at all. I tried the easier ones first and got the same sizes, and tried some difficult ones as well, and you can see there, they are the same size. Maybe there's a small difference there that, I can't just see it, but I kinda doubt it because we're talking about 25 and 99 comparison. It was really noticeable on 2K23. Those clips are from season 1, so I made a quick retest, these season 5, and same thing, I can't see a noticeable difference. Again, I'm not fully saying that interior defense won't affect dunk meters. I'm just saying that compared to 2K23, it was toned down, and there could be a chance as well that it's not affecting it at all. Now I might ask, Choots, then what are the stuff that can affect your dunk meter green window? I haven't tested everything yet, but I can give you 2. First is the placement of the defender. In here, I got 25 interior defense. In here, it's going to be small, but the moment I go deep down the rim, it will be bigger. I was using the same player here. Next one, it's going to be the dunk rating of the dunker. And to give you an idea about the difference between 70 and 99, here you go. Now I might say, Choots, now that interior defense doesn't affect the dunk meter green window that much, or maybe it doesn't at all, does that mean that interior defense rating was completely nerfed compared to 2K23? Not necessarily, because the next change that I noticed is a buff. Last year, the effects on jump contest is not too far from hands up, but this year, there's a lot of impact that your interior defense can do in terms of jump contest. So for the summary, interior defense can help you in defending the paint, and that includes post moves, jump contest, and hands up contest, and it doesn't affect the dunk meter green window of the dunker. And in terms of flow of the boost, there's not much boost from minimum to midpoint. Then from midpoint to max, the boost starts to build up, which means it's worth the max. And in terms of changes from Season 1 to Season 5, based on my test, there's no changes. So that's all for the video. Again, would be really awesome if you guys can check the channel out for more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.